Hints have changed.
Oh, they have changed for the worse. We don't need the book anymore for them, but they are now deceptive as we are getting started here.
And we're starting near vanilla start here. Again, we're dealing with mixed overworld, so it's a combination between first quest and second quest mechanics. So we're going to still see plenty of power bracelet spots, plenty of warp whistle spots, but also we're back to having 3 large secrets. So we're back to the structure of 3 large, 7 medium, and 4 small secrets. So money will be a little more plentiful for these guys, hopefully.
Yes, hopefully. But here's the big thing. We have mixed quest dungeons, and what this means is, for those of you who are not aware, we have the maps for Links to the Past Underworld are on 2 separate big fields. For the first field, it could be first quest, but the second field will be second quest, and vice versa.
Correct.
And if it happens to roll the second quest as our first or 6 dungeons, we will have 2 bait blocks potentially.
Yep, and there's a small secret on Syscrusher's side for 16 rupees. Looks like we're having a little bit of trouble on Fury's side, but we're going to get him up as soon as possible. There's the staircase for Syscrusher. So Armo statue could be at the Blue Ring Shop area, or it could be somewhere in the forest. And there's our first take-any cave that Syscrusher has found. He'll go ahead and pick up the candle.
Yeah, picking up the candle is always a nice thing to have because, it just gives you a means to check more stuff. And like I said, we said earlier, mixed quests, which means some of the spots can be first quest, some of them can be the second quest. You don't know. So our recorder might be more useful. Our ladder might just be a little bit more useful with being overworld with the river spots. And our power bracelet still has those 4 push click blocks. But now there could be a few more like we had in second quest.
Oh, look at that medium secret that Syscrusher just found. It's a measly 26 rupees. We could be dealing with a poverty seed because that could be anywhere between 25 and 40. And because that other one on the left was a push block, looks like that one on the right is not. So Syscrusher won't be able to find anything else here in this mixed quest. Gotta check vanilla level 6 now. Again, FurySK, unfortunately, looks like his stream is brought to you by Microsoft PowerPoint. It's a casino for Syscrusher, nothing there.
Yeah, we see that FurySK also found a take-any cave and at least has the candle. We'll see if we can get it worked on here. So in the meantime, let's just focus here on Syscrusher as he is now exploring what we like to call Candle Row, Candle Alley. Take your pick. And there's our Blue Ring Shop, and we have a very expensive large shield as well.
That's well above the vanilla price of 160. It's 174, and that is the expensive shield price. And most products in Hyrule have a variance of plus or minus 20, with few exceptions. Unfortunately, Syscrusher missed the mark on his candle shot here. He'll try it again, and that one should hit. Let's see what we have here. It is some money and another small secret. So already 2 of the 4 down for Syscrusher.
Yes, but it is at least a good small secret at 16.
Yeah, well above the vanilla of 10, anywhere between 1 and 20. So that kind of neutralizes the medium, but it's going to come down to that large for sure.
Yeah, and we see that it was another feature here that we've almost forgot to mention. Wizards are now available to be in the overworld, and Lidos can be in the underworld, as well as super ropes, and second quest enemies are also in play.
That is correct. Those are still in play as before. Syscrusher is still trying to find the Armo statue item, but nothing doing here. We have a staircase. Let's see what's behind it. It is a door repair penalty with the vanilla message. 22 rupees for the door repair penalty.
Yeah. So one last thing we forgot to mention, I think. We mentioned that the book no longer is required for hints because they're deceptive. We didn't mention, I think, that the book is now has an atlas function. So if we pick it up, we will have the dungeon maps of all the dungeons, so there will be no guesswork.
Yep, absolutely. So the book's even that much more important. And Syscrusher getting rudely greeted by those blue wizards, he immediately backtracks to another direction, already taken to death moments ago, but before you were talking about that book. And yeah, those are 0 or 1 HP blue moblins, so easy bomb access potentially for our runners early on.
Well, you say easy, but you only have one shot at the cannon. We have a dungeon here on Fury's end. It looks like we got him back.
Yep, looks like we've got him synced, ready to go. And contestants for the first time name that level, and I have no idea what it is. And we'll find out what it is in a moment, maybe. I really have no idea what level it is because, unfortunately, we've gone PowerPoint on him again. And there's the ladder.
Well, whatever it is, we found the ladder.
Yep. So we'll try and figure out what dungeon this is right now. Of course, if this is a second quest, if this is second quest, you know that it's likely going to be anywhere between levels 2 and 8. Level 1 does not have a item staircase. That item is going to be on the ground. Look at this.
Hang on a moment. Try. This is a 9. 3 triangles are required this seed. So really fast. Number.
Yep. 3 Triforce pieces are needed to get into level 9. Again, it could have been anywhere between 0 and 8. So on the low side for these runners. And if they find things fast, this could potentially be a fast seed. Syscrusher finding some cheap stuff here, 47 rupee candle and a 50 rupee cheap bait, but he doesn't have enough money to purchase either. Of course, he already had the candle, and before he could check that Armo statue, he gets bopped. Bad luck.
Yeah. So, we know where the ladder is. We know where 9 is, although I didn't see where the entrance was.
Right. Well, we know the ladder is in some kind of dungeon. The ladder is somewhere. We'll put it that way.
Indeed.
And we're refreshing everything in just a moment, so hopefully we will be back very, very shortly. So hang tight, everybody. We will have our runners back live in a few moments, and here we are.
Oh!
Syscrusher.
Fury has a sword!
We found the wood sword somewhere. It's behind any open cave, so FurySK has the leg up on Syscrusher right now, and
Fury is also in a different dungeon than he was before.
That is correct. I have no idea where he's in. FurySK, how he got here, he defeated Adirondack Rick and Slittic to get to his position. Syscrusher defeated Zarnax42 and Truant Gamer to get to where he is right now.
And now the roles are reversed. It seems that Syscrusher's the one being PowerPoint right now.
It could be level 3 for Fury, maybe, but hard to say.
Well, wherever it is, it's right there in the Deadwood, so... Doing a little pirouette there to open the locked door, gets it done.
Yep, he is successful in doing so.
And we have another secret there on Syscrusher's end. Oh, and there's our large. It's 114. Very nice.
I approve of that. That's a laws approved large secret right there. So because of the medium secret, I definitely would not consider this a big money seed. I'd say it's slightly above average.
All right. Well, wherever Fury is,
kind of looked like 1 actually with that eagle spreading its wings there. That very well might be level 1. So if that's the case, we're dealing with 1 through... It is confirmed. We've got our map. So this is definitely a first half. 1 through 6 going to be first quest. That means 7 through 9 is second quest. That means 2 bait blocks.
Not cool.
No, 1.
One bait block.
Just 1.
Yeah.
But what that does mean is level 7 through 9 are going to have those one-way staircases.
But more importantly now, we know there's 2 items here. We don't know if Fury has picked one up just yet.
Yep, we're looking for 1 on the ground and 1 behind a staircase. So if he finds that staircase, guaranteed he's going to find one of those 2 items. And as you can see, the power of the enemy swaps right there. And there's our item here. He's just going to have to block clip through these Redman Lolas. We find the bow!
This is it. Fred? Fred. We need to talk, Fred.
Yep,
that's vanilla.
That is vanilla. Well, the only thing that could make this even more vanilla is if we find our Lord Banana as the ground item.
And for all we know, we might have picked it up already.
Yeah, that's true. So we will see. We know Fury does have the... Now, we know the ladder is not in level 2, because level 2 is not going to have a transport staircase. That means it's either 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So that still really doesn't narrow it by much.
No. But at least we'll be able to have... We'll know from the palette, at least, because it was a gray palette for the dungeon.
Are the palettes neutral for these flags? Because if they are, I mean, if it's gray, then it would be level 7. Because level 7 is gray in second quest. Level 8 is green. Oh, but before he could take down the last pancake, looks like Link had 1 too many bites at the all-you-can-eat IHOP. Back to start he goes.
I don't know if it's actually vanilla dungeon colors.
Well, this is definitely vanilla for level 1, no question about it. Oh, and Fury immediately finds one of the 3 potential mugger rooms here, and that means he's going to just up an A and take a different path.
Yeah, it looks like Fury's going to be heading down here just to check these last items. Never mind. Oh, right, he has the ladder.
Yeah, that we had seen that ladder block earlier, but he did find the ladder here in one of the levels, so he's able to make that cross there. Now he's got this. This is a nasty room here. You've got the Beamos turrets. You've got blue Lionels that do 2 hearts of damage whether you touch its body, and now Syscrusher's found that level.
That's right, and we're up at the very top here. And 3 wide. Could this be level 4?
Well, we'll see. Well, if it is level 4, then potentially this might have been that ladder that we had found earlier. Now, this is the same level that Fury had stumbled upon.
Yeah, I'm gonna write down the ladder in 4 until we get more confirmation.
Yeah, it's a little bit early to tell, but that could potentially be level 4. I mean, level 4 normally has just the 1 staircase that's going to have your item there, but for me, to me, it's a little early to tell, but it could be 4. That's how Fury found the wood sword.
At the Vanilla Blue Ring shop.
And that's actually a tough spot, but at least, well, there's orange Wizrobes, which again, could be plenty worse, so, you know.
And did Fury just pick up the second item? Because I missed it.
No, he has not picked up the second item because he's had a lot of trouble with those blue Lionels who just took him down again. Fury might want to think about cashing his chips.
Alright, so now we know Syscrusher. We know now Syscrusher's in level 1 here.
Yeah, no question about it here, so Syscrusher will have a shot.
Whew. Not a nice screen to come out on either.
And Fury's had enough of that level 1, so he'll come back later if potential. So Fury's going to check this burn spot and finds another level.
Okay, yeah, the pallets are definitely random because I don't remember any dungeon having that pallet.
That potentially could be level 8. Second quest. Potentially. A lot of possibilities, though.
Yeah. Again, I'm not sure if we're able to randomize the pallets here on the mixed quest.
No, those are random pallets. It just happened to be that one.
Oh, ghost item.
One. Raft.
Do we trust a raft that has been washed onto some docks?
Well, didn't really work out for Link, although he had a ship before he got shipwrecked, and then after he defeated the windfish, he was like stuck on that little piece of wood. So maybe that's the little raft from Link's Awakening after he beat the game. I don't know. Here's the east spot, and that's a take any road. So let's see where wow, one of them takes you to the southwestern region of Hyrule. So we have quite the variance so far for transportation. One takes you at a vanilla spot. Well, chat, you know what to do about that.
Yeah, that one's gonna be not used as much here.
Now he can do a block clip to get through there. If you try to do that without the staircase opening, you're gonna soft lock the game. I actually tried that in practice once. You'll soft lock if you do that. And one takes you to the northeastern section. So, I've seen better take any roads than this.
Yeah, at least one of the roads is somewhat close to Death Mountain, being at the Lost Hills, because you can just go to the graveyard. But other than that, kind of any roads.
Yeah, money-making game, one screen north of vanilla money-making game. Fury not going to gamble is 194 rupees. So Syscrusher going to take care of these Gibdos here, and again, we're still looking for the second item here in level 1. We found a heart container, but chances are it's probably not the heart container that is in the item shuffle. It's probably the dungeon's heart container. We find bombs, and they are marked up 25%.
Yep, and Fury is buying a key, actually.
Certainly don't blame him in this juncture of the game. He can buy 2 keys. Well, instead he decides to buy some bombs rather than a second key.
And for those wondering how many Triforces we need for the dungeon here, I did have it written down as 3. We did find that in Syscrusher.
Yep, 3 is the magic number tonight.
So all Fury really needs to do is find the bow and then clear 3 dungeons.
Yep, and of course Fury does have the bow. If he finds the silver arrows, he will be in Triforce and Go mode, man. Plus he has the ladder, so he would definitely be set.
Well, there is one thing that could pose an issue.
No, not necessarily, because level 9 is not blocked. There's a heart container for Fury in that bonus cave. He's up to 5 hearts.
I was thinking of something else. You know, something that might require a lot of doors to be opened.
Well, keys, of course. I mean, keys can always be an issue no matter what kind of seed you're playing with. So, I mean, having the any key would be nice, or having a plentiful number of keys would be nice. But we've seen level 9s be tame where they give you a lot of keys or there's a few locked doors. But yeah, level 9 being the great equalizer that it is. Yeah, it's a possibility. Let's see if Syscrusher has any better luck with this Lionel room. He might give it a go here, but at 2.5 hearts, he can't really take many hits. And blue Lionels have a lot of HP to begin with, so, well, he's got him in a nice spot, and he's doing the half-tile strat, so he's going to get a couple of them down. The ones coming from the right side sniped him, and that was the end of dog racing for Syscrusher.
Yeah, he's leaving.
You certainly can't blame him. Unfortunately, he's going to leave the bow behind, but he can always come back for it later. Now Fury knows the location of level 9. He's about to find out how many Triforce pieces is needed, and he's going to see 3 is the magic number. We have found our white sword item on Fury's side. It ended up being the red candle. So that's going to be a nice secondary weapon early on because you can fire it as many times on the screen as you would like, whereas the blue candle, you could only fire it once.
Yeah, very good when you're dealing with Lamolas.
And there is our Armo statue item. It is the heart container for Fury. He's now up to 6 hearts.
And that covers all of our overworld items, and now we know that level 1 has to have something other than a heart container on the floor.
Correct. So we're still looking for the item on the ground, and it's either key blocked, because remember, Fury could not get into that room on the right, or it's being guarded by those blue Lionels. Now FurySK checking this Eastern Candle Shop, and he's going to unfortunately find one of the 9 door ripper penalties. 22 lost rupees back to 56.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Well, it's not that good.
Well, yeah, it's, what, 4 below max?
3.
3 below max, yeah. But still, our medium is covering that door repair with some change left over.
Well, we know that first quest level 8's burn bush is no good, so it could have been good, but that bush will not burn.
Yeah, which makes it a little hard to navigate that screen, unfortunately. No easy way to get to the other side of it. Ooh.
Oh man, out of the frying pan and into the fire. Fury does the successful screen scroll, only to be greeted by more Wizrobes. He takes the death. Syscrusher finds his bow out of level 1.
That's right, and now both our runners are somewhat even in terms of knowledge as well as progression here.
Yeah, the only difference is the fact that Fury has both the red candle and the raft, and I don't think we've checked the second raft spot behind vanilla level 4, and if that doesn't produce anything, then yeah, this is pretty much an even race at this point.
Yeah, and we're seeing now Fury checking these bush bots. That is the dungeon we don't know yet.
It's Ice Blue Dungeon here. Let's find out what level this could possibly be. Well, there is a ladder block here, but luckily he does have the ladder, so he'll be able to make some kind of excursion. Possibly level 3, just possibly. There is the Triforce out of level 1 for Syscrusher. That is our first Triforce of the match.
Alright, first Triforce for Syscrusher. Very nice grab.
and red bubbles here, and this is really starting to look like level 3 to me. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but this layout is... No, this ain't level 3.
No.
Well, there's the Triforce. Now, I don't know about the Triforce structure. I know there's like some backwards stuff that could be playing here. Maybe this is level 3. Gosh, I can't play this game. Yeah, I think this is level 3. Yeah, I'm sticking by it. This is level 3.
Well, we'll see when the Triforce gets pulled, because the Triforces are still going to be in the same HUD, although Fury might not check his HUD to begin with.
Yeah, this really looks like level 3 to me. I mean, everything just screams level 3. The layout looks like level 3. Now, the reason why I didn't think it was level 3 was because of the door, but that's because there actually is a room to the north, but I never take it. Yeah, this really looks like 3. And Fury doesn't appreciate that old man, and unfortunately Syscrusher taking another death here in level 1 in search of that second item.
But that is good information. Dodongo dwells on the coast, which means our level 2 is somewhere around there.
And much like Fury, Syscrusher opting not to try for that.
Although we are dealing with deceptive hints, that could be a lie. And that was 7, actually.
No, that was 3. That's 3.
Oh, right. It's the outer ones that are the 1, 2, 3, 4. I forget.
Yep, that's 3. So I was right the whole time. I just need to be a little more confident in my name that level game playing skills, which I don't have that much skills in playing name that level. As Syscrusher finds a door repair penalty that'll knock him down to 161, and now he's just looking for the staircase that's going to have that item for him.
Yeah, we know we're dealing with first quest 1 through 6, and second quest 7, 8, and 9. And yeah, there's the map. That makes things a lot easier.
Yep, that if we weren't convinced it was level 3 before, now we can be totally convinced. If Jamie Millers's in the chat, he could probably say, I'm still not convinced it's level 3. Now Syscrusher's in that level we saw earlier that we really didn't see much of. Fury will bomb to the east here. Syscrusher going to do the around the world screen scroll to get his raft off the coast. And there is no push block here for FurySK. Oh, shoot!
There's always a shoot room in 3. Always.
Just about. Usually when you have Randomizer with these particular flag settings with the vanilla shapes, more often than not, you're going to see the shoot room in level 3. Sometimes you'll see it in other dungeons, but more often than not, it's going to be in 3. Well, here's our item in level 3. What do we have?
Croissant. Power bracelet.
We do have the croissant, yes, the power bracelet. How useful that power bracelet is anybody's guess, because it's anywhere between 4 and 7 of those power bracelet spots that could be accessible. Again, we are dealing with a mixed overworld, so some of those power bracelet spots that are good in second quest may not be good in this particular seed.
Yeah, but at the same time, it does make it a little easier to get to that one take any road by start.
Absolutely, you don't have to do that block clip to get to that particular take any road. Fury, it looks like he's going to try to check this raft spot, provided he doesn't get sniped by anything. He's made it with a half a heart to spare, and look out for those P-hats. He's through. We have no level. Said it is a wooden arrow shop, and with the bow in hand, he's thinking about the purchase. He makes the purchase to get the wooden arrows.
I don't disagree with this play at all. I really don't.
It's a very solid purchase. We know that the large secret is well over 110 rupees, so yeah, I definitely agree with Fury's purchase here. You never know where those silver arrows are. I mean, yeah, they could be in level 9, they could be somewhere else for all we know. So yeah, solid purchase on Fury's part.
Yeah, for all we know, silver arrows might be blocked by a Goma.
Yeah, very well could be. We've seen seeds like that before where wooden arrows are required to get the silver arrows, so it very well could come into play. And now Fury's going to go back into level 1 with the wooden arrows in hand. This is a good move, because now he'll have a better chance of disposing those blue Lionels. Plus, he's got the red candle. That'll help him, too.
Yes, and we see that Syscrusher pokes at his head in 3, but does not go in.
Yeah, so he's going to miss out on his power bracelet for the time being, but whether or not it is required, that remains to be seen.
And yes, just as a reminder, everyone, this is Mixed Quest Dungeons. So the Triforces will not be lying to us. The only thing that was going to be lying to us in the scene is the old men, potentially.
Yeah, I believe, if my memory is correct, the flipping of the Triforce pieces for locations, I believe, has to do with a second quest only, but this is mixed, so I believe we're still dealing with the normal layout. So there's the Triforce for Fury out of that pancake room, so now he's got 2 Triforce pieces. He's 1 Triforce piece away from being eligible to go into level 9, and at that point, it'll be decision time for Fury, and he's going to go back. He is determined to get that second item.
And meanwhile, we're seeing Syscrusher back in this level here, but we don't know what it is. This level had the ladder in it.
Yeah, that's right. Both these players did find the ladder out of it, but backed out of it, so finding the map, of course, would be huge. Of course, finding the Triforce would also be huge. That could give us an indication of what level these runners have found. Now, with the key in hand, Fury can now go through that door that he was unable to go. Oh my goodness gracious!
Well, that was worth it. That was worth it.
So, spend a key, get all the keys in the world. So, yeah, that thing you were talking to me about regarding, oh, maybe they need keys in level 9, well, throw that out the door. Fury's got them all. Yeah,
not only he needs to do Circle out the Silver Arrows, but there are still a lot of dungeons that it could be in.
Yep, now Syscrusher, he's trying to find the Triforce out of this level, whatever level this might very well be. You thought this might have been vanilla level 4 first quest. We'll see if that indeed is the case. In the forest is an entrance to death. Is that true, or is that false?
Yeah, it's, I think, false. I think level 9 was in the the Dead Woods here.
If it's in the Dead Woods, that's not the forest. So yeah, that would be a deceptive hint.
So yeah, someone was asking, is the random charge requirement top 8? Yes, it is. By checking level 9 early, we have discovered that the old man wants us to have 3 Triforces today. And that is not a push block where Syscrusher is, so it's starting to look more and more potentially that you could be right about level 4. Oh, actually, it was truthful, because we're being told that 9 was actually Forest Armos. Way to pay attention to me. Yeah, you did a good job, chat. It's a tough game. And now Fury's in that level that we've seen very little of. Now with all the keys in the world, he can start exploring. So what level could this possibly be? I still think it potentially could be level 8, second quest. Well, we'll find out here, and actually, it is a second quest dungeon, because I don't think any room is at the lower right. Yeah, this really looks like level 8 to me. This really does look like level 8. And we found the wand there, so... And there's a very useless bait block. Yeah, this just screams level 8. Yeah, there's no question about it. I mean, it goes up, 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 up on that far right-hand side. Yeah, this is definitely level 8. Yeah, this is level 8, because level F7 and level 8 in second quest are actually spirals that go in on each other on that's 8x16 map that they're all sharing. And this is not a pleasant dungeon, because it has 5 sets of transport staircases. Actually, wait a minute. Oh! The recorder! That's a recorder, but we also had a walk-through wall. Let me double-check the... 8 does have them. 8 does have them. It's 1, 3, and 7 that do not have walk-through walls. And those odds, folks, those are... Wait. That means it is 8. I'm right. Yeah, that means 8. Of course it's 8. That's 2 items. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, it's also because we can't... Well, 7, even if this was only 1 item here that we know of, 7 does not have any walk-through walls, so... And 7 only has 1 item. And we are dealing with a second quest 9, so we are dealing with walk-through walls. There are actually one-way staircases in that 8, so hopefully we don't need the Triforce out of there.
Yeah, well, not needing only 3 Triforce pieces, I don't blame Fury for not wanting to discover level 8, because here's the reason why, as I have mentioned. 5 sets of transport staircases, 2 one-way staircases, and this is what I'm talking about by the statistical improbability. He found 2 staircases, and they were both the item staircases. There are 9 sets of staircases in level 8. He found the 2 items, 1 and 2. You just don't do that.
And it looks like we found level 6 here on Syscrusher here, if the map is to be believed, and it looks like that is the case.
Yeah, level 6, of course, would have the 25 rooms, and it would be the last of the first quest dungeons in this set.
And Fury's going to take a potion. That is wise to do so.
Yeah, good move by FurySK because it is insurance policy against getting hit by red bubbles. It's one of the ways to cure yourself from the red bubble curse. And, of course, it can refill all of his health. So, yeah, solid move on Fury's part.
Yes, and there is one of those second quest push blocks, so we are dealing with those kinds of shenanigans as well. So, yeah, we should probably go over red bubbles here real quick. So, red bubbles, you've been seeing them on this tournament. And here, you've already seen them in the bracket stages. If you don't know what they do, basically, they curse you permanently. And we see that Syscrusher also curses wood arrows. And that permanent curse can only be removed by 3 means. Resetting your game, touching a blue bubble, which is designed to remove the curse. Or you take any form of full heal, and that is either a fairy fountain, a Triforce piece, or a potion.
Correct. Those are indeed the ways. You call it the 3 ways. I call it the 5 ways. But yeah, no matter which way you slice it, those are the ways to cure yourself from a red bubble curse.
Well, really, it's 5 ways, but 3 of them are essentially just get a full heal.
Right. 3 of them fall into the same category. Right. If you were to go by categories, you'd have a subcategory. And if you see that map on Syscrusher's side, if there's any doubt about this being level 6, erase those doubts. That is clearly 6.
Yeah, and I didn't see the item here, so it might be.
That was that ladder.
Oh, okay. So 6 was their ladder.
Yep, yeah, 6 had the ladder. Yep, this is where the ladder was.
All right, so my guess was wrong earlier. Let's fix that.
Yep, you were thinking it was level 4, but not so fast, my friend. Level 6. Yep, that room to the south that had the staircase had our item. And there's the hint shop for FurySK, and you see that the prices are random, so that definitely tells you that you're dealing with deceptive hints, because if the prices were vanilla, which I don't believe we're going to be seeing in this tournament, if the prices were vanilla, you know darn well to steer clear of those hints. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and that's usually only if we're dealing with full-on community hints, though.
Yeah, either full-blown community hints or normal hints from the game. And by normal hints, it's the hints that you would see in the vanilla game. Either way, it's useless.
And we have another small secret there.
I believe that's 3 of 4 that Fury has found, if not all of them. And Syscrusher is trying to take down this 3-headed Gliok, but he's down to his last target. If he gets hit at any time, he is going to be down for the count. He is trying to do his best here. Just a couple more hits left to go on this Gliok. Well, they are zeroing in on him in a hurry. He is trying to find the opening here to get the last hit or 2 on this 3-headed Gliok. Who is going to win this battle here? Oh, it's going to be close. Got him! Nice fight by Syscrusher. He'll get the Triforce out of 6. But meanwhile, Fury has just found the letter in at the coast. So now by showing it to the potion shop merchant, he can buy some more potions if he so chooses.
And those might be necessary considering how much health he has. And health is a little bit of an issue, I feel.
Only 6 hearts on both runners' screen. Now, by the way, did you notice that Fury tried to do the recorder at that second quest whistle spot?
I believe he did, yeah.
Nothing happened because, again, that's the nature of mixed overworlds. That could have potentially been a staircase there. In this case, though, nothing.
Yeah, so you can essentially waste your resources because you don't know what the entrance is. There is a potion shop, though.
But because Fury picked up the potion earlier at the Take Any Cave, he's not going to show the letter at this time. He might if he needs to buy more potions later.
Oh, you can't show the letter anyway.
That's true, he can't! Yeah, Yes, he cannot show the letter because he already has a potion in his inventory. He has to drink both of them before he can show the letter. And there's a power bracelet spot that does work. That's a medium secret for 26. So now Syscrusher is in a level that we really hadn't seen much of yet.
Yeah, I think this is actually 3 on Syscrusher.
Oh yeah, that was level 3. That was the Ice Blue Dungeon. Yeah, Fury has already completed that level 3. And if Syscrusher completes this level again, he'll be eligible to go into level 9. Here's an item behind, or here's a level behind Vanilla level 5.
Yep, and there's the Triforce just waiting there for Syscrusher.
Yep, and he's going to leave it behind, and that will grant him the Power Bracelet. Now, wonder what level Fury could possibly be in. There's a white sword, it's 2.
That is 2. And that's also a great find. That ups his combat potential, making things take half as many hits.
Yep, doubling the attack power. It's 2 HP for every sword strike on the enemies. So yeah, great find there for FurySK. If he finds that Triforce, yeah, he's going to have a decision to make. And now we've got a Dig Dogger here. And this potentially could be a drop here. So Fury going to take... Oh, but when you have that little health, you get hit by a Dig Dogger segment, yeah, you're down for the count. Fury back to start.
So now things are getting somewhat interesting here. There's the Triforce Fury, and 1, 2, 3, ready to go. Let's see
Fury. Fury has the 3 Triforce pieces, so he's eligible to go into level 9. The question is he going to make that play now, or is he going to try to erase as many possibilities as he can? And we know what's in levels 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8 at this time. We don't know what's in 4, 5, or 7. We haven't even discovered those 3 yet.
Well, if we have, we haven't figured it out yet, but yeah. I say going to 9 is a safe bet here. It is somewhat of a dangerous play, simply because you don't have that many hearts.
True. Now, what he knows right now, if he has marked everything right, he, in his mind, knows there's a 40% chance that the silver arrows are in level 9. Unfortunately, these enemies being a real pest here at the raft spot, but he's able to get through it this time.
Yeah, and we're worried about his health, for those wondering, because Ganon is the most damaging enemy in the game with his contact damage being a total of 4 whole hearts without mail upgrades.
Well, he's going to go for it, though, so he is going to be listening for the roar of Ganon. And we have all ways you can go to start things off. If he hears that roar of Ganon, then he's 1 room away from where he currently sits right now, north, south, east, or west. And the item, oh, scrap metal!
Well, that lowers the chance of the silver arrows being here by a fair margin. But, still taking it, so maybe he'll find a use for it.
Man, what is with finding these items early in dungeons that have a zillion transport staircases? I mean, you're not going to see this again, folks. I can guarantee you that. Finding both staircases in level 8 that have the items, and now the first staircase Fury finds has an item in 9.
Yes,
I swear, Wolflink.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good dungeon, I feel. Unfortunately, I cannot hear the roar again and myself, but hopefully our viewers will be able to.
Yeah, now remember, this is second quest level 9, and instead of 57 rooms, there's only 46 rooms. It's going to have walk-through walls. There are 2 sets of transport staircases. There is one one-way staircase, and ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon, but Fury cannot do anything about it. He does not have the silver arrows. He'll have to come back later.
Yes. But a little bit of a fun fact for those who haven't seen second quest level 9 yet. First quest, it's shaped like a skull. Second quest, it's actually shaped like Ganon's head.
Correct. There's also the 2 item staircases, as Syscrusher has found the power bracelet here in level 3. So that means there is only 2, 4, 6, 7 rooms that have staircases, as opposed to 14 rooms in first quest.
And yes, for those wondering how that Fury know, if you talk to the old man when you find level 9 and you do not have the requirements, he'll tell you. Unless, but there is one specific instance I should probably add that is an exception to the rule. That is if It is vanilla, in which it is just a community hint.
Ah, that is a very good point there, because, you know, I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have said it probably would have been the vanilla message, you know, one who does not have Triforce can't go in. Unfortunately, Fury has become cursed by those red bubbles, and it wasn't a push block reverse C either. So now Syscrusher with his Triforce out of level 3, he too is eligible to go into level 9 right now, and the race for silvers is on.
And it's a good race as well. It might come down, though, like I said, to how effective you can get the soft lock, because Fury has an easier time with Ganon.
Are you kidding me? Double boomerangs in level 9, and Fury finding both items immediately. Again, level 8 and level 9. Fury, buy a lottery ticket.
The silver to kill the beast lies elsewhere.
That elsewhere is either 4, 5, or 7. So there's a 1 in 3 chance at this point that it could be behind that deadly spiral of level 7.
Yeah. So so Fury better hope that's in 4 or 5, because.
All right, so let's go over the item recap. We are 41 minutes into this race. We've got the bow and the any key in level 1. The white sword is in level 2. Power bracelet was in level 3. We have not even found levels 4, 5, or 7 yet. Ladder was in level 6. The wand and the recorder were the 2 items in level 8. We found the 2 boomerangs in level 9. The Armo statue item is the heart container. Ladder item on the coast is the raft. White sword item is the red candle. The silver arrows are one of the 3 items left. The book, another important item, that is still left, as well as the red ring.
Yeah, and all of them are good to some extent. But only some.
And now we see Fury's in a new level here. This potentially could be 7, maybe. I don't know if that's too far out or not. That's a little tough to say at this point. It could be 7.
I think this is 7. Yeah, this is 7. It's spiraling.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like a Second Quest 7 here, and this is going to be tough. 27 rooms. There is 4 sets of transport staircases, and there's one one-way staircase, as well as the 1 item staircase. Let's see if Fury can get lucky again, and if he finds the first staircase to be an item one more time. Now, that would be something. Meanwhile, Syscrusher, who had already found the magical boomerang in level 9, is still in search of both Ganon, Zelda, and the second item. But again, he's going to be disappointed to find that the other boomerang is the second item. Staircase? Not the item. Well, his luck had to run out sometime.
Might just lead him right to the item.
Well, very well, it might be. It might be the staircase.
Or just like Tacoma. Hi there.
Well, he does have the arrows, so he can go ahead and fire some shots. Nah, he's gonna save his money. Can't blame him. He just needs the item. He doesn't need Triforces. But he's gonna find it. He'll go ahead and pick it up, and that is going to be his 4th Triforce piece, just for posterity's sake here. So let's see if he decides to go back for the item. You would think he would, but we'll see. Yeah, he is.
For those who are asking in chat here, yes, the book tells you what dungeons you're in. It tells you what all the dungeons are. The book in these flags is not a translation guide as it was in the previous flags. It is an atlas, which gives you all the maps to all the dungeons.
You are correct about that, and I did notice something that the Triforce that Fury just got is in its reverse spot, so I do believe that still holds true. So even though this is level 7, it was in, I believe the Triforce was in level 8 spot.
Interesting.
So when we get to first quest, or the first half being Second Quest dungeons 1 through 6, then you're going to see the 2 and 3, the 4 and 5. Those are going to be in reverse too.
Yeah, that's fairly interesting how it works. And yeah, there's our map, and there's your proof. That is level 7.
Yep.
Oh boy.
And if you sketch it out and put everything in the black spaces, that's how you can fill out level 8, because it fits in there perfectly.
Yeah. Level 7 in vanilla is actually quite notorious for having not 1 but 2 mugger rooms.
Yep, that's right. And back-to-back turnstile rooms. That's something I see a lot in vanilla Second Quest level 9. That's what makes level 7 and level 8 so tough. It just looks like a linear path that you can just get through, you know, without having to take staircases. But that's the thing. There's a lot of dead ends in this path. It looks like a very linear path. It is not.
Yeah. And this is absolutely level 7 because we already found level 8 and its 2 items.
Yep, no question about it. Now, Syscrusher, he's about to find Lord Banana here, and he's obviously not going to take it. Now he knows that level 9 is the incorrect play. Now, he may continue to explore. Nope, he's going to be done. What he could have decided to do is, I don't know if he has found Zelda or Ganon yet, he could have decided to continue to explore, you know, just to find out where everything is, but I don't disagree with Syscrusher's play.
And here we have an item staircase. This could be our item.
Maybe. We'll see. He's already found, I think, 3 sets of transport staircases. There's 1 set left, and then there's the one-way staircase that'll take him to some room that just doesn't connect in. He's not going to take any chances. These keys are strong, and he does not want to take a death here, so he's going to go ahead and fill up his potions. So now we're going to see if this is indeed our item. It is Red Ring!
I mean, that is a really nice sight to see for him, I feel. Because that red ring turns those 6 heart containers into 24. That'll make Ganon's contact damage be only 1 heart, so he survives a significant punishment. And that was at the White Sword Cave in first quest, so now we're going to see if the river spots hold any value.
So right now, there is a 50-50 chance that the silver arrows could be in 4, which again only has the 1 staircase, or it could be level 5. Now, he was checking the ladder bomb spots that you see in second quest, but so far, they are proving to be fruitless. Anything here? Nothing. Both of them are duds.
Well, the odds were fairly low.
Now Syscrusher is going back to level 1, which we know has the any key, which will help him out in terms of dungeon exploration in level 9, but it's probably not going to be an item Syscrusher is going to be that thrilled to see. He'll take it. Now, here's a hint shot from FurySK, not going to spend his 78 rupees. Instead, he's going to check the arrow mark where the magical sword would be in second quest, but first he's going to hope for some bombs from these blue moblins, and they don't provide even a drop. Nothing. Zip. Zilch. Nada.
And that is not a push block.
Yep, another red herring there for Fury, so he'll check the recorder spot, I would imagine, coming up here to see if that is going to lead him to the dungeon that could give him the silver arrows. He is going to blow on the whistle and find... Nope, just a whirlwind, so nothing here either.
Well, there is still the chance that it could be in Spectacle Rock, as well as the free cave beyond it. Although no bombs means he can't enter to begin with. Maybe there's a shop here, though.
Syscrusher has gotten his any key out of level 1, so he is done with that level for the time being, and now he's going to check this spot and find money-making game. Well, not really going to help Fury out there, so one more chance to get a bomb drop from that blue Octrog, and nothing.
And I think we're in a new dungeon. Oh, the Syscrusher's in 8.
Yeah, he's going to find his wand and recorder very, very fast. It's going to be probably the most painless second quest level 8 he's ever going to play in his life. Both of these runners, for that matter. Of course, you never know. He could take that wrong turn to Albuquerque, as we've seen many times in Zelda Randomizer tournament history.
And someone is asking in chat, in the Give Us Your All Dungeons first or second quest, how it works for these tournament flags is that one of the, as we all know, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, the first 6 levels are on one map, giant map, and 7, 8, and 9 are on another large map. If one is first quest, the other will be second quest. That's how this works. In this case, we have a first quest first map and a second quest second map. The second map having 7, 8, and 9.
Yep, but think of it as those old 5 1/4-inch floppy disks. Side A is going to have 1 through 6, and side B is going to have 7 through 9. One of them is going to have the first quest layouts, one of them is going to have the second quest layouts. Now, Syscrusher is going to find his recorder right here. That was the second item that FurySK found, so That is going to take care of the item for Syscrusher, and I believe all of level 8. And there's another large secret for Fury, so that's going to put him over the 200 rupee mark. So that is definitely plenty of arrow fodder. And if worse did come to worse, you know, in the, either levels 4 or 5, he could buy another potion. Because he is down to his Pepsi now.
Oh, I still remember floppy disks. That is an archaic thing.
Well, you better believe it. Well, I grew up on them, so I had to make that reference there.
Don't worry, I have too.
Now, Fury found a bomb shop there, so he did spend some of his surplus money on getting another 4-pack of bombs. So now he has the maximum of 8. So at this point, he's just looking for the silver arrows, and Syscrusher doing the same thing. So this routing is going to determine everything. There is a whistle spot here, and no dungeon. Instead, he's going to find a secret for 26 rupees. Now, Fury's going to try to do a rather difficult burn bush here. Oh, he just missed. Or that is not a burn bush spot either.
I'd say the latter. That was good enough because he flipped in.
And that felt like a good candle shot there. That has to be a dud. Man, we've seen a lot of duds here. I mean, the number is going to be, you know, the typical number of spots you can burn or bomb or use a recorder in, but so far it's just these runners have not really found much. There's a take any for Fury. He'll go up to 7 hearts.
So, we really need to find these last 2 dungeons.
Yeah, and this is for both runners' case right now. So even though they got to level 9 rather quickly, this is why jet seeds are never a guarantee, even with the requirement of only 3 Triforce pieces, because you still got to find the dungeon that has the silver arrows. And unfortunately, another dud found by FurySK. Syscrusher checking Northeast Tyrol. You're going to check this bomb spot here. Fury going to check the Forgotten spot. Syscrusher going to find a secret for 26 rupees.
And the Forgotten spot contains door repair.
Tough break there for Fury. And then, not that money is really a factor for him at this point, as Syscrusher's going to find a bonus cave to put him up to... No, he's changed his mind, and that's a good play on Syscrusher's part. He goes for the heart container. Magical Sword's practically out of play for both these runners, considering you only need 3 Triforce pieces, and you never know how many red bubbles you're going to encounter. So yeah, solid move by Syscrusher.
We see Syscrusher in another dungeon here. I think this is... Is this new, or is this another one?
I believe this was 2.
Yeah, this is where the
White Sword was. This room's going to have it right here for Syscrusher.
Then things are going to even up?
Pretty much. Fury does, in my opinion, have a slight exploration advantage over Syscrusher, but it's really anybody's game at this point.
He chose not to clear the room.
Ooh, so he's going to miss out on that White Sword, and that could very well come into play here, as Fury's going... It looks like Fury has made up his mind that Death Mountain is the play to make, but so far he has not found what he is looking for. There's a potion shop. Let's check this bomb spot here and see if he is able to find either level 4 or 5. Again, we are down to just 2 items. The silver arrows in the book. Here's a dungeon.
It's a dungeon, and this is 5. This is 5.
No question about it. We are starting on the east side. We are down to levels 4 and 5. So yeah, no question about it. This is level 5 for Fury, and he is hoping right now those silver arrows are going to be behind that staircase.
Old news, old man. Even if that is fake.
Yeah, it's fake news, it's wrong news, it's old news. We know that level 6 is at the graveyard, so nothing doing there for Fury, and now we're here in level 5. He is trying to find that staircase. Syscrusher is trying to...
But that was a hint for 3, not 6.
Right. Goma?
Oh, wait, no. That's my
Goma 6. Goma 6. You're thinking of Troll Handler.
These hits are starting to mess with our minds, let alone the runners.
Unless crystal number 3 in wait, there's no Gomas in Link to the Past. There's There's a push block here. Is this our item or is it the transport? It's the item. Silvers!
Silver's in 5. Fury is now in go mode and knows where the pig is.
Yep, I don't believe he knows where the princess is, but
And-
after he defeats Ganon, he's going to find that shutter door that automatically opens. That means that level 4 has our book.
That's right, and we now have a full item rundown, so Cars fan, take it away.
You got it. Level 1 has the bow and the any key. Level 2, the white sword. Level 3, the power bracelet. By process of elimination, level 4 has the book. Level 5, the silver arrows. Level 6, the ladder. Level 7, the red ring. Level 8, the wand and the recorder. Level 9 has double boomerangs. Armos item, heart container. The ladder item was the raft. White sword item, the red candle.
Now, there is one thing that can trip up FurySK here.
The bomb situation.
Okay, two things that can trip up FurySK. The bomb situation, and Zelda being kind of hard to find.
Yeah, Zelda's not the world-class hide-and-seek champion of Hyrule for nothing. So yeah, after he fights Ganon, now there was a double shutter door room in Ganon's room, so potentially Zelda could be behind that other shutter door. You never know. That is the one exception to the rule. And now, forget that idea because we saw the southern part. Here's Ganon.
Yep. And something I should probably add here real quick, folks. This we didn't mention it earlier, or at all actually. This is a winner's bracket matchup here because this is Elite 8, which means the loser will not be eliminated just yet. But we have Bacon, but they will be moving on to the loser's bracket to fight their way back for a chance to win it all.
That was a perfect moat room Ganon fight that Fury just put up there with the white sword. That was an immaculate fight. You can't do much better in that river room. So GG to Fury. Now he's just looking for that shutter door that automatically opens for him with enemies still inside. He finds that. That's where Zelda's going to be. And FurySK will have defeated the Crystal Saber Crusher and move on to the winner's semifinal. And no, that is not where Zelda is, so still going to be looking.
And we do not know where Zelda is. We've only been in a few rooms.
There's another turnstile room. I think there's like 4 or 5 of them in level 9. So here's a shutter door room, but that's not it either. Curse is foiled again. Well, there's Zelda's room on Syscrusher's side, but no princess. She is in another dungeon, Syscrusher. And he has full cleared this level too and still doesn't have his prize. Because remember,
it was in that one room where he didn't kill the Pole's voice.
yep, that's correct. Now, Fury in this room, another shutter door, another false hope down the tube. So, gonna have to keep on looking.
And Sis does have arrows, so I don't see why he didn't take out that Pole's voice.
Yeah, I don't know why he wouldn't have taken it out either. He might have forgotten, potentially. You never know. Oh, this could potentially be... No, that's a walkthrough wall!
Yeah, those exist in level 9 here.
Well, I know they exist in level 9, but that also could have been a complete one-off dead end there as well, because even though level 9 connects to all the rooms like that, and there's our first sighting of Patra Wayne, and Fury's just going to say, hi, Patra, bye, Patra.
Another bomb vault for Fury.
Kidnapped awaits in northwest of Skull. That could be true, that could be false. We haven't really seen much of the northwestern section of this level 9.
Yes, and keep in mind, folks, we say that because this is deceptive hints. The hints have a chance to lie.
And there's another Patra, and again, the shutter door does not open, so... The more we see of this level 9, the more it's looking like that hint very well could be true, as Syscrusher comes out of level 2 without the white sword. But it's too late now. This one is over as that shutter door opens for FurySK, and he will be moving on to the winner's semifinal. Get your GGs out for FurySK.
GG's one as well to FurySK, finishing in first place with an official time of 59 minutes and 26 seconds.
Very solid run there that FurySK just put up there. I mean, he played extremely well. He routed very well. He made the right play to go to Death Mountain, and Syscrusher has now learned of his fate that he will indeed be going to the bonus bracket. But he's definitely not out of the running yet, though. But his path to get back into the shot of making it to the championship just did get a little bit tougher. But give it up for Syscrusher because he has had a great tournament up to this point. And again, he's not out of it. He still has life in this tournament.
Yes, we shall see about getting FurySK. No, FurySK is right here. GG's to you, sir. What a 9 that was. And oh boy, you were not probably pleased to see double boomerangs there. But walk us through the seed.
I was least pleased about my death in 1 more than anything else in the seed. That made me so salty. Clearing all the pancakes, and then that.
Yeah, that was a rough death to take there. Fortunately for you, FurySK, it did not cost you. It probably cost you a couple minutes in terms of your overall time, but overall it just ended up being routing. Routing ended up being the difference of this match. How about that second quest level 8 though? Could you have asked for an easier level 8?
Nope, that's probably about as easy as it gets. I was really just going in hoping for an early room Triforce and got 2 items, so I said, well, I guess I'll go somewhere else.
Because level 8 is 35 rooms of torture with all of those transport staircases, the 2 one-way staircases. But first 2 staircases you find both have the items, and people in chat are saying that's going to be the easiest level 8 we're going to see in the entire tournament, and they're probably going to be right.
Well,
hard to beat it.
Well, this is the very first Elite 8 game we've been playing, and once again, GG's to you, sir, here as well. The one thing that I feel was really the play here was you went back to 1, took your 1 last key, and you discovered the any key. That was when the seed just blew wide open for you, I feel.
Yeah, it seems about right. I don't yet know where he's at, but I would assume he was probably a little bit behind if he didn't get that.
He did not get until much later, and unfortunately, he was in 2, but did not get the white sword because he didn't kill a singular Pulse Voice.
Yeah, he ended up full clearing that entire level 2 and did not come away with the prize of the white sword because he did not full clear that Pulse Voice room. He does find his red ring here out of level 7, which will quadruple his defense. But yeah, just a relatively tough seed. I mean, I've seen harder seeds than this one. We did that race on Sunday, Wolflink, but you played quite well. I mean, other than that death in level 1, I think you played quite well, and your routing was pretty much on point. That's what got you here. So congratulations. Winners, semifinals. What do you think of that, FurySK? Did you think you were going to get this far?
Well, hold on a sec. It looks like, yes, Syscrusher has forfeited from the race. And he has no interview, and he's not going to be interviewed for us, so GG's to him as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough go there for Syscrusher, but again, he will be back. He is still very much alive in the tournament, and he is still a really good Zelda randomizer runner. It's just, that's the nature of these flags. I mean, they can swallow up anybody at any given time, and unfortunately, it claims a victim in Syscrusher. But hey, he will be back. For Fury, back to what I was asking you. How about that? Winners semifinals. You think you'd make it that far?
I picked myself in predictions to get to exactly this point and then lose, so we'll see if I'm good at that.
Well, I tell you what, you'd played very, very well, and yes, you are indeed going to have a real test no matter who emerges from the bottom half of that quarterfinals bracket, because you're either going to be facing Redbird Grad, Jay Coper, Jam Eviler. One of those 3 is going to be your next opponent, and you know how good those 3 are.
Yep. I will hope for Redbird Grad and Silvers and 7, because that'll give me a pretty easy win, but
well,
other than that, it's going to be hard.
Well, it doesn't matter if it's second quest level 7 or first quest level 7, because they're both a pain in the rear, but to which level 7 would you hope for?
With Elite 8 flags, you're hoping for 7, 8, 9 to be second quest, because it'll allow you to dig 9 pretty quickly.
Yep, so And second quest 7, I mean, I gotta ask you this question: how about, not only did you find the items first in level 8, you found the items first in level 9. Now, granted, there aren't as many staircases in level 9 second quest as our first quest, but man, that luck to find 4 items in a row in 8 and 9, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, the odds are really good in 9 to actually find the items because there's only 2 transports there now, so that went quickly enough.
I will say, add to this, Redford Cred is in chat, so he did hear that.
Yeah. Gotta watch what you say, because you never know who's in that chat. So, Redbird Grad, of course, could potentially be one of your opponents. Jay Coper or GM Evil also could be potentially one of your opponents. But no matter who you're going to face, it's going to be a great matchup. And I tell you what, the way you've been playing during these bracket stages, it wouldn't surprise me if you'd come out on top no matter who you face. You just never know. That's the beauty of Zelda Randomizer. Anybody can win any given race.
Yeah, I did mention to him, to Syscrusher, by the way, as we were seeing now, that White Storm wasn't too, because I wanted to let him know. And he went back to double check that.
He probably wasn't too pleased about the fact that I had the room and I just didn't full clear it.
Yeah. But hey, Syscrusher, not done yet. He will be dropping down to the loser's bracket. I did not actually look at that side of the bracket. So I don't know who his opponent is, but you will be fighting one of 3 people, actually, Fury. You'll be fighting the winner between Jacob and Jamie, and then between them and Redbird Grad.
By the way, go ahead. Go ahead, Fury.
I'll say this: Elite 8 flags, more than bracket even, anybody can win because you don't know where the items are. You're basically bum rushing to see what 9 is. You can take gambles left and right, and you never know which one you're going to hit with the jackpot. So any of those 3 guys probably better than me, but any of those 3 guys I can beat with Elite 8, I think.
Yeah, but here's something else that we should probably mention here. You're moving on to semifinals, like we said. When would you get to semifinals? You don't have to win 1 match. You have to win 2 out of 3.
Yes, that's where things get a little bit tougher. If you want to win, you really have to earn it, and you're going to have to earn it. But hey, you got a shot at it. I think you could do it.
I definitely think you can do it too. You're one of the better ones out there, for sure.
Appreciate it.
Now, speaking of one of your opponents, Jay Coper and Jam Evil, they're actually battling it out right now on Speed Gaming, and that race is just underway. So we'll get a bit of a clear picture of who you might have to face in your next match there, FurySK.
Yeah, so like I said, those 2, the winner of those 2 will fight Redbird Grad, and then winner of that will fight FurySK here in the semifinals of the winner's bracket.
I have no further questions for you, FurySK. How about you, Wolflink?
Nothing I can think of. So, once again, GG to you. Any final thoughts about the seed?
No, for Elite 8, that's fairly tame. That's not nearly as bad as it can be. Wizrobes on the overworld probably did help too.
Yeah, this was a tame seed, but we know it can be very, very worse. But yeah, GG's to you, FurySK, and GG as well to Syscrusher as well, who will not be joining us on the mic, like we said. Make sure to give both of these runners a follow here on Twitch, along with my co-commentator, Little Z Cards Fan, and our tracker, who we have not even mentioned yet, Crunchy Chocobo, a great username, I will admit. Make sure to give him a follow as well. Also, we are, of course, on Speed Gaming 4, so make sure to give us a follow here. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, Crunchy. I gotta correct it there. But yeah, make sure to give us a follow here on Speed Gaming 4, as well as the rest of the Speed Gaming family of Speed Gamings 1 through 6. Also, if you are more fluent in German, French, or Spanish, we actually have commentary restreams in those languages as well, so for your viewing pleasure. And of course, Zelda and Randomizer is not exclusive to Speed Gaming. We also do races on Random Mania, so make sure to follow us follow those stations as well, so you don't miss any of the races going on. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. So from all of us here at Zelda and Randomizer, I have been Wolflink0370. We'll see you all next time, and thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.
So long, everybody.